Watch your back.
I must protect the wild.
The only thing that matters, anyways, is hitting Legend rank 1.
For the wild. I've got the beast in my sights.
Something I want to kill because otherwise that extra 1 damage is enough to eviscerate the Senjin, but I can't spend turn 4 hero building that. I guess I could have played Keeper. Maybe that would have been better. Well, I mean, the way he did his damage wasn't that efficient. Maybe I do this again. He has drawn 2 more cards. Interesting. So my play is either Sylvanas or Wrathkeeper. I guess keeping Senjin alive is good.
Safeguard the land.
9-card hand, including the coin. This would be the turn where Gadgetzan is... Well, no, Gadgetzan could have been played on turn 5. But he's going with Drake instead, which is a very good way to do it, generally. I have to kill this, otherwise his Blade Flurry deals 4.
For the wild. Feel nature's
So many cards in his hand.
I got the best deals anywhere.
The amount of Miracle Rogue I've seen today is surprisingly high. Well, it is uncharacteristically high, I should say. Nothing should really be a surprise.
Brotherhood shall prevail.
Oh boy. That was not pretty.
I have no time for games.
Nature's wrath. For the wild.
Whoa. Is this early 2014?
Well played.
No.
Well played.
I must protect the wild. Nature will rise against you.
Oh, Druid v Druid. I mean, it should be good for me to do Druid v Druid. Okay, so I've actually got some possible plays here. I could burn it all, play Chow Druid on turn 1. That actually doesn't suck.
My greetings.
The other possible thing is to actually stagger it, so play the Chow this turn. Next turn Senjin, turn after that Druid. That's 1, 2, then 3, and then I save the coin. just is how much presence do I want early, because you can cash in on presence
Time waits for no
if it's
one.
out on the board really quickly.
What
If I do the all-out play, I have nothing on turn 3. I think it's actually not obvious.
Where shall I strike?
Such violence.
Well played. I concede. Well played.
That was a pretty good start.
Malfurion versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin. I must protect the wild.
Just don't kick my robot, Varanus. Well, I will kick your robot. Actually, no, it's I Hearth you, Varanus now.
Bring out your dead.
So if I go Pyro, probably safer to go Wrath. What are the chances he doesn't have a buff? Probably, it's actually very small. Yeah, safe play.
I'll show them. I'll show them all. Do you like to play with fire?
Whoa, arcane shot. Is this 2013? Is that tech against Undertaker? So many questions.
For the wild.
I'm actually not sure hitting that was the right idea there. Ooh. I feel very uneasy about hitting that all of a sudden. I mean, I want to swipe, but I don't want to swipe for the next 3 turns.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Whoa.
Get in there and fight.
Whoa. Alright, let's swipe. Okay, so it must be a super aggressive deck. So I expect him to run cards like Arcane Golem,
Ready to ride.
Wolf Rider. Taking too much damage. Taking too much damage, Captain. Calling the Hogger. Expecting it to be explosive trap, this scumbag. Oh my gosh.
play.
I feel like I've contracted some sort of disease after playing that game. I want the rematch. Show me what you've got.
Let the hunt begin. I must protect the wild.
Greetings, traveler.
My greetings.
My apologies.
Wow, that is a really slow start. I wonder if he runs web spinners. Possibly doesn't. It's true, this opening's pretty good.
Quickly.
I need to be able to swipe something though. I hope he rolls Misha. Wow. Okay, that's good. That's really good. It's not as good as Tazdingo. And it's also not as good as Wild Growth. Wild Growth would have been insane. What else could I... Zombie Chow would have also been good. Big Game Hunter? That would have been pretty good. Alright, Explosive Trap. I think I don't do anything. Sit still. I'm a warrior. Armor up. I'll tip my hat if this is a freezing trap. It could be.
Take heart. The Earth Mother is near.
The longer this game goes, the better my chances, I predict. It's possible he's holding like a lot of burst. He's under a lot of pressure to do something, I have to assume. I mean, I can just wait until I have 23 damage on the board.
Quickly.
I can wait all day. I wonder if I do Ancient of War in attack mode. No, kill command. So we're doing it this way. Of course. I think that owl is about to set off the war. Alright, here we go. It's an owl, get it!
Excuse for honor.
I have no time for games.
For the wild.
Oh man, Hand Hunter. Alright, what's about to happen to me? I waited way too long. Explosive trap. Oh, good.
Well played.
Well played, I guess.
Victory or death.
I must protect the wild.
So, since I switched to this deck yesterday afternoon, the more early afternoon crowd may not understand this deck. It's tilted a bit against Hunter, hence the double Chow and the Pyro It takes... It semi-abuses a little bit the lack of... Okay, so I've got the 4, 5, 6, 7. One of the 5s can be a 3. In order to smooth out the mana curve, I don't think I can play anything this turn.
What? For the wild.
Wild Growth would have been insane. Okay, so this card survives the Armor Up Shield Slam and also survives Death's Bite, so I like it. Do I think Zoo is able to get to Legend this season? No reason why it shouldn't. Did I say that this play played around Armor Up Shield Slam? I could have sworn I did. Seems incorrect. Maybe I should have played Druid of the Claw in taunt mode. Alright, do I want to coin a Hogger? Or coin Cairn? The Hogger is one of the cards that's most threatening.
What to do?
If I can get it out with limited opposing force. I'll play the Cairn first. Is this deck weaker than other Druid decks with Force Roar combo? It has its pros and cons. Force and Roar tend to be bad against aggressive decks, so I have removed those cards for the defensive cards of Zombie Chow and Wild Pyromancer. It is neither good nor bad that this has occurred. It is just a metagame call. Who knows what is next in the metagame? The metagame truly is a magical thing.
For honor.
Metagame is love. Metagame is
For
life.
the wild.
My eyes are open.
Let the pain speak to me.
Hogger's gotten value already, having been an 6-mana 8/8 at the very least. Things are going pretty well so far.
Of course.
Hopefully this is one of those decks that remove Black Knight. Who knows?
None shall.
Things are not going that well anymore. I was considering playing Ancient of War. It's just that some decks have removed the Black Knight. I don't know if that was too hopeful. It may have been.
Who dares defile
Back to work.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Alright, so what I'm looking for here is either Thalmos or Pyromancer. I think I dig without clearing this turn. There's no real rush, I would say. What if he Alex draws me? It's 4, 8, 10, 13 damage. It's fine. He has to be scared of dying.
Ishne ano pura.
Chow will make him not scared of dying, but I've got a lot of cards on him. We'll play this as a card advantage game.
I bring life.
It's a little daring of him. I thought he might not do this because he does die to Force plus Savage. But he did.
Like to play with fire?
For the wild. Job done. Well played.
You asked for it.
Mage.
Protect the wild.
How will you be maging me?
Your opponent
It doesn't count as a win, does? Oh my gosh! What the? This Druid's gotten a lot of free wins, actually.
For Doomhammer.
I must protect the wild.
What do I think of Baron Geddon in Handlock? Sounds terrible. Why don't I use a new deck, Value Trump Magic deck? You mean this deck right here? It's like, really? There are a finite amount of quote-unquote new decks you can do. This one is a bit of a new take on an old concept. Ramp.
For the wild.
I don't see why there's a Pyromancer in this deck. It's because Hunter has a lot of 1-health minions.
Pass me that arc-light spanner.
I gotta admit, it's one of the things that sticks out in this deck. It's rather unusual. But I think it's got possibility. Alright, so he's gonna be starting to scramble already, I imagine. If I play Sylvanas, he could Hex. Sludge Belcher might already draw the Hex. It's already a pretty good answer. Why am I using Hogger? It's also good against Hunter. This deck is basically as good, almost, as you can get against Hunter when you're playing Druid. That's the basic concept behind this deck. Whether or not that's a good deck to play right now, certainly up for debate. You can never truly tell.
I have no time for games.
Why am I not using Loatheb? This deck is slow, and I don't believe I can take advantage of the tempo lockdown that Loatheb offers. I also would not run Loatheb in Control Warrior. I know some people do.
Must safeguard the land.
So definitely looking for Ancient of Lore.
I have no time for games.
Guess that's as good as I can get against Sylvanas.
Nature's rise.
For the wilds.
Isn't Kel'Thuzad very good against the hunters with no hunter marks? So many taunts. If you can get a taunt to stick against the hunter, you've probably already won. KT is overkill. Would probably make the deck overall weaker.
Where shall I strike?
Why Earthen Ring Farseer instead of Harvest Golem? It's kind of nice to have that utility. With so many big guys in this deck, it's sometimes a 3/6 for 3. But you're not wrong that it's replaceable. If all I'm doing is building anti-hunter, where's the Healing Touch and Harrison Jones? Well, you can't just build anti-hunter, because sometimes you play against classes which are not hunter. What cards are good to have in your starting hand? As a Ramp Druid, Innervate and Wild Growth. Against aggro, you'd want to keep Wrath and Pyro.
For honor.
What do I think about Shaman in the current meta? I think it is a fine deck. Is the Watcha Teachin deck still viable? I'm surprised you still remember the deck by name rather than giving specific facts. I had to think about what it was. Probably viable.
Are upon us. Always little time.
It looked really bad, and it still looks bad, but I'm like one Ancient of Lore from having a chance at this game. Save me, Hagar. A little bow out here.
No play. I concede.